Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wanted to show you a replica I built of a friend of mine's 67 Plymouth Belvidere. But first off, this is actually the Revells 67 Plymouth Belvidere model kit that I, like I said, built into a replica of a friend of mine's car back in the late 80s, early 90s. I met this guy while working at my dad's full-service gas station one Saturday. Growing up around here, to give you a little heads up, all you really saw was your typical Camaros, Mustangs, Mavericks, Novas, trucks, stuff like that. Nothing radical at all. No chop Mercuries, none of that stuff. So the day this car comes rolling into the service station to get gas, I was blown away. I remember it plain as day. He comes rolling in this car, fully customized like you see it, painted peach, a PPG color, and at that time, everything got Euroed. What I mean by that is everything got painted. All the chrome trim around the windows, the vent windows, there were hardly any chrome, just a little accent of chrome here and there. Everything else got shaved and painted. So anyways, to bring you back up to speed, he pulls in this car, and it was a full service gas station. I walk out to put gas in this guy's car, and all of a sudden, the trunk is opening up automatically on its own. Guy's still inside the car, and he's getting out. He stands up, starts walking to the back. He says, "I'll take care of it," meaning he'll put his own gas in. So I'm studying the car. I was like, "Hey man, what is this?" And he goes, "It's a 67 Plymouth Belvedere." And I said, "Damn, they made a car like that?" He goes, "No man, where have you been? This is customized. This is not a factory car." I said, "Well, I didn't think it was, but at the same time, you got to understand, I don't know Plymouth. I don't know any of that. I'm kind of new to this whole car scene. So, man, I'm not sure what I'm looking at here." Sorry about this. A train going by in the neighborhood here. Hope you can still hear me. So anyways, I'm studying this car, and we got to talking. At the time, I was driving a 71 Maverick Grabber. It's primer gray, mag wheels, hopped up 302, but that's it. Nothing radical. So we're talking, we're getting to know each other a little bit more, and he says, "Here, man." So he reaches in the car, he pulls out a Rod and Kustom magazine from that era, from that timeline, late 80s, early 90s stuff, and hands it to me. He says, "Here, man, you need to get out of Dallas, catch up with the world. I'll see you the next time I come through." Turn to find out he lived local, not too many miles. I mean, a few miles down the road from where I was at, where I grew up. So anyways, to bring you up to speed, his car, what you see is exactly what he was driving, minus a little different interior and a different engine in this car. He had a 318 in it, painted turquoise, peach car. The interior, he actually had the factory bucket seats in it, but the back seat was a horseshoe-shaped love seat that he hand built. All the carpet work and such like that, and the car actually had the stamped front bumper, the stamped rear bumper, de-chromed the car. Of course, it had a custom exhaust underneath the car, had the tandem axle, had the what we used to call the Texas tail. I don't know if any of you guys remember that, but the wing on the back. Plus, it had the TV antenna, because he did have a TV in the car at the time. And man, it was just really a radical car. Now I know everywhere, once we got to be friends and I hung out with him and known him ever since. I mean, we've been friends ever since, but everywhere we went, people just stared at this car. Of course, I mean, they didn't see a lot of tandem axle Plymouth Belvideres riding around, but at the same time, there wasn't a whole lot of radical anything out here. So anyways, I remember this one time we went to a Mopar meet, big Mopar car show, and we took this car, and the real one, of course. And man, I thought we were going to get killed. Mopar people don't play around. They are some serious folks when it comes to cars. And I've been into the car restoration and hot rod and custom building ever since I saw this car. That's when I realized what my career should be. Once I got my feet under me to go running. So anyways, let me bring you up to speed. But like I said, those Mopar people, they don't play around. When you bring something like this into a show, man, they have a fit. They're like, oh, you've ruined a good car. But get this hood off. But he was used to it. You know, he could handle it. All right, let's show you this model kit now. Like I said, stamped the bumpers, louvered the trunk, Texas tail, TV antenna, tandem axle, custom exhaust, de-chromed the car, no door handles. Everything got Euroed, stamped the front bumper out, no tag plate area. But the interior in this car, it's stock. See if I can get you back around here. Sorry about that. It's stock. Custom steering wheel, but everything else is pretty much bone stock in there, just peach and kind of a tan color. Now, he had a 318 in his car, but it was turquoise. I dropped a 440 in this one with a 6-pack. Thought it needed a little more muscle. But man, I'm telling you, to see this car in person was just radical. And like I said, his gas tank was in the trunk, but I decided to put the filler neck back on the outside. That's the only difference in this build as well. But basically what you're looking at is what he drove daily. It was his daily driving car. It was not just for show. And man, we went all over the place in this car. Had a lot of fun in this car, a lot of fun. But it inspired me to get into building customs and hot rods. And I'd already wanted to do stuff like that, but you know, never knew anybody who actually had their hands in on it other than restoration work. And you gotta crawl before you can walk. So learning how to restore a car is a lot when it comes to learning how to customize a car. I mean, some cases out here, you got to restore the car before you can even cut it up to make something cool out of it. Just the way they rust out here. But anyways, wanted to show you guys this car and give you the little story. It's a part of my history of my life that I'll never forget. And I wanted to build a replica of it. So every time I looked at it, I remember those days, you know. It was a really cool time. Anyways, thanks for following along. I hope you guys like this one. You guys, please continue to like, subscribe, share, leave a comment. And please tell your friends. Sorry about that. Tell your friends, let people know I'm out here. If you like this kind of stuff, I appreciate it. And thanks to all the new subscribers as well, and all the comments. You guys are awesome. I appreciate every bit of it. Thank you. Catch you on the next one.